Hi, I'm Susan and I am one of the senior solicitors here at Clarity Simplicity, and I'm going to talk to you a little about divorce today. Divorcing a spouse can be not only an emotional experience but can also be complex. Here are the basics of what you need to know. The ground for divorce in Scotland is that there has been an irretrievable breakdown of the marriage and that there is no prospect of reconciliation. The irretrievable breakdown can be established by the period of time the spouses have been separated, 1 year if one spouse applies for divorce and the other signs a form of consent to divorce, or 2 years, in which case the other spouse's consent is not required, or by one of the spouses' unreasonable behaviour throughout the period of the marriage, or one of the spouses having been involved in an adulterous relationship. Divorce is never automatic in Scotland. An application by one of the spouses to the court is always required. The granting of divorce has important legal consequences, and it is always advisable to seek advice from a solicitor before starting the process. In Scotland, the financial matters arising from the breakdown of the marriage should be dealt with either prior to or at the same time as the divorce, and not after divorce has been granted. If possible, it is better to reach agreement with your spouse and enter into a written agreement to deal with financial matters. This simplifies the divorce process. It is recommended that you seek advice from a solicitor in relation to financial matters and what your rights are. It is advisable for a solicitor to draft the written agreement or to review any agreement which has been prepared prior to it being signed. If there are disputes between you and your spouse in relation to the care arrangements for any children of the marriage under the age of 16, this can cause delay with divorce being granted. You should seek advice from a solicitor if this applies to you. There are 2 types of procedure for applying to the court for divorce, depending on whether there are children of the marriage, financial matters to resolve, and what the cause of the irretrievable breakdown of the marriage is. The simplified procedure can only be used where there are no children of the marriage under the age of 16, no financial matters to be addressed, and where the marriage has broken down as a result of the spouses having been separated for 1 year with consent of the other spouse, or for 2 years. Divorce proceedings are not as straightforward as is often thought. If you need advice, we can assist, and please don't hesitate to get in touch.